Look who's making more money than the big two combined. That's right! King Spawn Issue 1 has made the rounds with the pre-orders. Apparently the first issue in this Spawn spin-off series has reached 497,000 copies pre-ordered in stores. You may be asking why this is big news. Well, because the 1,000 issues published by DC in recent years sold a little bit over 500,000 copies each in their pre-orders. In fact, Detective Comics issue 1000 sold even closer to 600,000 issues, which is in recent comic book history something of a milestone. No other comic books are reaching those numbers nowadays. So yeah, Spawn, the character of a company that held the third position in the industry for the better part of 27 years since its inception, is now selling as many copies as DC's event issues. Of course, that means it has outsold the regular issues from the big two. No other title has come even close to what Spawn has sold, and we're talking about an industry that has Iron Man, Captain America, Spider-Man, Batman, big household names that have had great movie performances in one of the most important, most successful movie franchises out there, the MCU, and in the case of Batman, a character that pretty much is keeping its publishing house afloat all on its own. Well, McFarlane has defeated them all with this close to 500,000 orders for his newest title. Spawn is a character that was created 27 years ago, and while it has been in print for all that time uninterrupted, it had never been close to what the big two used to sell. The 2019 celebration with Spawn issue 300 that marked a milestone in the character has been the longest uninterrupted independent title outside from Marvel and DC, sparked newer life and interest in the character. And now we have this Spawn universe and the King Spawn titles that are selling the deal for McFarlane and sealing the destiny of this comic book industry. The question I have left now is how long it will take for all of the mainstream guys, mainly Marvel and DC quote-unquote writers and of course the artists, to spin this win as a sign of the healthy, and I am using this term with major air quotes, healthy state of the industry, even when a title's success doesn't even mean anything for the rest of the companies out there. Or B, like a sign that right-wingers love Spawn and that's why it has sold so many copies and it's time to cancel Spawn, McFarlane, Image and anyone who gets in the way. I lean for the former, if I'm being honest, because it spins the narrative that comics are better than ever. But the sad reality is only that this evidences the failures the big two have been stubbornly pushing in their titles. Spawn isn't a woke title by any stretch of the imagination. McFarlane keeps on delivering what the fans want, and they have paid him back in kind, supporting his projects. This is an indication that there is still a comic book fandom eagerly waiting to get their needs fulfilled by creators who don't feel the urge to call them names, antagonize them, or blame them for their own shortcomings and their own failures. McFarlane has proven right here that he is without a doubt a king in the industry, and that his ideal of moving away from the big companies to do his own stuff was always the right decision. It has given him a fortune, control over what he creates, and lots of satisfaction in doing that. However, there are always those who think this is as easy to do by staying with the companies that pay so miserably. They have to beg for money on social media all the time. Yeah, I'm talking about you, and I'm looking at you, Visage. Like AC/DC used to say when Scott was still around, it's a long way to the top. And only the few like McFarlane who want to thread that path will succeed. Congratulations for him, for Spawn, for Image, and also for their fans. They are getting what they want and what they deserve, and it's in the right hands with McFarlane setting the example for everyone else. At least that is my opinion. Let me know what you think down below in the comments about this situation. And if you are waiting to read King Spawn, or if you are currently reading any Spawn titles, or even what titles you are reading, and why not? Let's make an experiment and let's see what titles you have dropped, because they just don't offer you the same quality they used to, or the stories that you want to read. Until next time, everyone, peace out.